The next company is Alchemie.
Hi, I'm Julia Winter, the CEO of Alchemie. We create game-based learning tools for science. I'd like to first introduce you to a college student. This young lady is good at science. She's trying to decide between medicine and engineering. And then she hits organic chemistry sophomore year. Her confidence is shaken. You see, organic chemistry is this critical piece needed to move into careers in science and medicine, yet the fail rate tops 40%. For over 20 years, I've taught organic chemistry in class sizes of just 12 to 16 students. My team and I are taking what I know about success in this tough class and transforming it into our games, which span the entire curriculum. And we're layering in new learning cues, audio, visual, even kinesthetic. With an SBIR grant from the National Science Foundation, we're building this beautiful game. And we're working with top game designers to make sure it's engaging and fun. But it's a powerful cognitive tool to help students make sense of the visual spatial ideas at the core of the course. To demonstrate the potential of our ideas, we released the chair game last year, named for a concept called chair confirmers. With just a few tweets and a couple blog posts, we have 10,000 users worldwide. And the Royal Society of Chemistry named chairs a top app for chemistry. We did a study of the learning outcomes of the game using a 4-point drawing quiz. At the end of a class period, where students played chairs throughout the class period, they took a second quiz. Every single student improved their score or scored perfect. So who are the students who take this tough class? Well, there are 750,000 students in the US annually, nearly 6 million worldwide. And we will market direct to those students, selling in-app purchases of targeted curricular content, our game bundles. Universities will gain an assessment platform to increase student retention and will license our patented game technology to courseware providers. Our team combines deep content knowledge with business acumen, talented game design, and chemical education research. We have 8 professors in the US and UK on our advisory board. And that 40%, it doesn't begin and end in college. And there are other gateway courses that are roadblocks to STEM careers. Alchemie will offer game-based learning solutions for science students from grades 7 through 16. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Judges?
I'll start off again.
Hi, Brian.
How are you?
I'm well.
Great job. So you mentioned users and traction, and that's
Right.
a key part. You're at 10,000 users today. How do you get to 100,000 users? How do you get there?
You know, the key is through professors. And so next week, I'm presenting at the American Chemical Society meeting at Tuesday. Our talk is a must-see event that was named by the Chemical Engineering News of ACS. So professors are our key. They're our influencers. So that's our #1 method of getting to new students.
Got it. Thanks.
I was wondering about your, have you done some studies for evidence of impact beyond what you indicated there, that more like over a course of a semester of taking OChem?
No, because chairs is just a small concept.
Okay.
It was just a proof of concept game that I developed a whiteboard game that we turned into an app. So
Okay.
it's been studied in a couple other classrooms like Augsburg College in Minnesota.
And I wondered also, since you're targeting professors, how many OChem professors have indicated they want this? Changing their pedagogy is a big challenge. I wondered how you're thinking about that.
Well, we've been interviewing, for the NSF, we've been interviewing professors over the last 2 or 3 weeks. It's chicken and egg. They don't, once they know it, they recommend it. So this doesn't exist, so we are trying to get the word out that we're building this. So the mechanism game, it's a game that spans the curriculum because it's an underpinning concept. So they understand that mechanisms lead to success in the class.
A couple of questions. Are these static games that you create and you give to the professors, or is there a developer opportunity for a teacher to be innovative or a professor to be innovative, maybe add to the game or build that out?
What a great idea. That's part of our plan for phase 2, is
Okay.
to have an entryway for both students and professors to build their own puzzles, because when you do that, you actually increase cognitive knowledge of the
Yeah.
processes. So that's part of our plan.
And you mentioned high schools here in the literature. Is that sort of a giveaway, or are you actually going to sell to the K-12 sector? You said 7th to 12?
Well, that's a second product that we have designed.
Okay.
This is a higher ed product. There's very few high schools that teach organic chemistry in the U.S. In the U.K., that's different.
Okay.
So this is a higher ed product. We actually have another in the pipeline that's 7 through 12 based.
All right, thanks.
You mentioned you'd sell either directly to students or site licenses to universities, right?
Right.
Is that happening now? Or?
Oh, no.
Okay.
We're just, our SBIR grant just started
Okay.
in January. So we're right at prototype level,
Got it.
working with Shell Games in Pittsburgh, with our employees working in Pittsburgh with Shell Games.
Have you approached any to talk a little bit about, like, integration with LMS or courseware as you're describing, like whether they have interest or?
No, not at all. That's actually we have to build the games, and then we'll capture the data and build in assessment pieces as we make the games adapted to the user and understand the learning processes. So the professors are excited about using our games as a research tool to understand student learning.
Question from the audience?
Yeah, Frank Catalano.
Hi, Frank.
Hey, quick question. I'm curious, games have notoriously had difficulty gaining traction in higher ed, which is why for science, a lot of people use simulation or that terminology instead. How do you plan to overcome some of the knee-jerk reactions some in higher ed may have to buying a science game?
If you look at Fold It, which isn't the same kind of game, it's beautiful and fun and people learn from it, but they're not learning content, they're crowdsourcing protein folding or, protein folding. You have to make it pretty and interesting and engaging, so that's why we're working with really good game designers. There isn't any other games for chemistry out there. There are interactive tools. So by sort of the game-based learning model of playing in the sandbox is the fun part of making these games and seeing kids try to solve the problems and come up with the intuition necessary to be successful. I don't know if that answered your question.
As the game label, I think, is just the issue, but I think
Oh, okay.
I think you've addressed it. Thank you.
Okay.
We have 1 minute. Any other questions? No?
Another audience member asked, does this already exist? Isn't it out there to tap into?
Well, if you want chairs, here you go. You text CHEM, C-H-E-M, to 555-888, and you can get our first game. But the mechanism game is still in development right now.
Got it. I think the question was more focused on
sorry.
the competitors in this space.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think it was from the audience, so we don't know for sure, but I think they were meaning, does what you're creating already exist in the marketplace in some way?
No. I mean, there are adaptive learning tools for chemistry and organic chemistry. They're not game-based learning tools.
Is there any relationship between doing well in organic chemistry and being a good doctor?
Oh, I'm not opening that can of worms.
Okay.
I'm just not going to open.
I'm just
I'm not.
curious.
Yeah, that is just not. I don't want to open that.
Okay. I take that's a no. All right.
Okay,
thank you, Alice.